Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video we will learn how to save the data from an HTML form into a PDF file when submitting this form using PHP. So here's how it works. I've got this form and I have three fields. One is for the name, date of birth, and current job. So let me add a new user, let's say John, and date of birth, let's say January 1st, 1995, current job, software developer. So now I click on this add user, which means I submit the form, and using PHP I create a new PDF file and I put all this data into this PDF file. So I've got John here. So first of all we've got a page title kind of, and then date of birth, which is January 1st, 1995, and the job, which is software developer. Now this is a simple example, but once you learn how to arrange all these elements into a PDF file and how to create tables, borders, background colors, all this stuff, you can use it in other projects that may have more complex and you know. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm using XAMPP. I'm using localhost. I have XAMPP started already, and I'm gonna just get rid of everything I have in my localhost right now. So and I'm gonna create a new folder and I will name it PHP PDF. I'm gonna open it, and here I'm gonna open my VS Code. Now if you want to follow along with me, that's fine, but I'm not gonna, the thing is that I'm not gonna write the CSS file. So please find the link in the description to my source code and copy everything from that, copy that CSS file from there. Just for the sake of time, guys. So I'll create here a file which is gonna be index.php. I'm gonna create another folder which is gonna be CSS, and here I'm gonna create a file style CSS. So if you go right now on my GitHub, github.com/ruvictor, here I should have under my repositories, I mean you'll see this URL in the description, but like I have this repository php-pdf, and just go under CSS, and you can also copy this background image from here, save it, and just open style CSS and copy everything from here, because it's a lot of CSS and this is just basic stuff, guys. We're not gonna go into that. Okay, and after you saved it, just paste it in your style.css file like this. And I'm gonna go through this. I have the body styling here, background color, font family, and then the color for URLs. There's a main block, it's table aligned into the center, background color, width, max width, border radius, and then I have a header class. And the header class is that where we have the this one. This is the header section. And then the body class is a body class right here. This is where the form is. And then below there is a footer, which has just a border on top. So this is the footer right here. It has this border right. And I have the styling for the input type text field and for the submit button. And this is just hover for the submit button, so it's just changing the color a little bit. Alright, let's save this file and let's go ahead and get started with our PHP file. This is going to be an HTML5. So the title is going to be add new user, and I'm gonna import the CSS file. So let's type in link rel style sheet and ref. This is gonna be css slash style.css. Okay, we'll save it. Let me just go back here on my localhost and open my folder. So this is my folder. Now I'm gonna open my console log because I'm not sure. I think it doesn't catch that error yet because I'm not using that specific class from the CSS. But if you see, I have the background here and I didn't save that picture from the background, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I have already saved it here, so I'll just copy it. And I'm gonna go to my htdocs, PDF, PHP PDF, CSS, and I'll paste it here, like this. Okay. Alright, and we can close that. And here in the body section, so we will start with the main class, which is the main block. So I have div class, main block, and then we close it here. And here we have another class, which is the header. And then here we have the title, which is title and header, add new user. And now here we have the body class. So we have div body, and here we have the form. So we have form action. It's gonna go, we're gonna submit the form to the same page. So and then method post, and then here we will have our fields. So we have input type text, name, username. So I'll just type in US name, placeholder, name, and this is gonna be required, so just put required tag. Now we need two more fields. The second one is gonna be date of birth, DOB, and then the third one is gonna be the current job, and we will have actually another, this is the button now, so we have input type submit, value add user. Alright, and then below our body section we have the footer class. So we have div class footer, and then our div class there's a paragraph, and here we have, you can put your name, you can put anything you want here, just put Vycode Media. So it's developed by vycodemedia.com, target blank, underscore blank, just because this is gonna open up a new tab when I click on this URL. So we have Vycode Media. Okay, I'm gonna save it and let's see what we've got on the page. So here's the form, alright? But whenever we submit this form now, it doesn't do anything yet. So guys, now there's a PHP library we should download and put it in on our server to use it. and that PHP, it's the library is called fpdf, and the website is fpdf.org. Go on this website. On the left side there's a sidebar, click on downloads and download the latest version of this library, which is the version 1.82 at the moment. Maybe whenever you watch this video it's another version, but this is what I'm gonna download. Click on the zip file, we've got it here. I'm gonna open my download folder and I'm gonna unzip it. Alright, I have everything here. Now I'm not gonna, you can remove the probably the license, how to install, because those are just txt files, and some other files if you don't need, you can just look there and see. But I'm gonna rename this one to fpdf. The most important thing here is this fpdf PHP file, and I'm gonna copy this folder. I'm gonna go to my htdocs, open my project folder, and I will paste this library here, fpdf. And now I'm just gonna import, require that file from my PHP index.php file. So here we will have, but I'm gonna require that only if there's any data in the post method, which means only whenever we submit the form. So I have PHP, and there's an if statement which checks if post. If there's any data in the post method, then we require this file from fpdf / fpdf.php. And then here, let's see, and then here we save the data. We've got the data from the post, so we have the name, and we've got post, and the name, we've got US name from here, like this. And then we have two more. One is for DOB, and the last one is for job, like this. Now how this works, let's go back to fpdf.org, and there is they have instructions here, like under tutorials there's a manual too. You can read all the predefined functions. So reading all this stuff, you can do a lot more than I do in this video. You can learn a lot more, but in our case right now, let's just so the main instruction is to just assign a new object to a variable. So we have PDF, and we assign a new object which is fpdf. Alright, and then using this fpdf, we create a new page, add page, which means a PDF, new PDF page. So this function comes from this object. This is predefined by fpdf, by that library. Okay, now here we should set a title. We set a title for, and this actually should be PDF. Now let's set a page title, PDF, and set title is the function, and then here we will have a variable which is going to be title, and let's add that variable right here. Let's say title, and we assign user report, like this. Okay, now below here we want to set a font for our PDF for the following rows from this PDF file. So let's do that. Let me just leave a comment, and I'm gonna add here Arial bold 15, because I want to set the font to Arial. I want it to be bold, and this is the size. So to do that, we use PDF variable, and we use the function set font. Okay, and then here we set the font, which is Arial, and the second parameter is the styling, so we want it to be bold, and we just add B, and the third parameter is the size, and we say 15, like this. Okay, now let's see what we have. So let's just create a simple cell. Now we will have a cell, PDF cell, and here we have the first one. So how the cell's parameters is, first one is the width of the cell. So on the width, let's say, let's put 10, and then the height is also 10 on the PDF page. And then let's put the title, for example, title variable, this is the content. Now the next is the border, so if we want to have a border, let's put border 1. And then the next one is the next line alignment. So if we leave 0 here, it means the next line is going to be in the same line as this line is. But if we put 1, then the next line is going to be one line below. And then the next parameter is the alignment. And if we put C, that means centered. And then true. There's another parameter, true or false, if we have any other instructions above here, which is has backgrounds and stuff like that. This is for filling with color this cell, so we don't want to do that for now. And then after that, let's just use PDF output like this. Let's save it and let's see what we've got here. So let's make sure we don't have any errors. Let's submit this form, click add user, and there's an error, fpdf not found in blah 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 blah, index 9. So let's see. It's saying that it didn't find the file. That's really weird. Okay, index 9, error class fpdf not found. Let's check one more time. We've got everything in place. So we have fpdf and we have fpdf PHP here. Let's just see what they have here. So the class is fpdf. Oh, just because I misspelled it. Gosh, I had fpdh. Let's save it. Let's go back. I'm going to refresh the page. So we see it. First of all, this user report, this is the title from here, like set title. Alright, this function sets the title for our tab. And then here we add a new page, of course, creates a new page, say set title, we set the font, you know, and it's oops. And the font is bold and the size is 15. And then we create a new cell, and you see this border right here is 1, and we center it, we center the content from that cell. But let's say this is 0, let's make it 0. So if we put 0 and go back and refresh, it's gonna make it full width. Right, now let's create our let's go farther, let's create a title here. We want to have a title here somewhere, so I'm gonna delete this stuff because we don't need that. And on the next line here we will create here we want to find out what's the width of this title of this char, and create a block and a border around it. So whenever this changes, the whole cell fill color is gonna change as well. Alright, let's do that. So we will have a variable which is W, and we assign PDF, and here we will use a function which is get string width. So we have get string width, and here we have title, and here we will say +6 just to add some kind of a like a padding around it, you know. It's gonna get a number of the characters +6, which is gonna be 3 on the side, 3 on the left side, empty spaces. Okay, so we have this 6 here, and now we want to set the X using this width. The X means the position of it, so we have PDF set X, and here we have just 210. I just do that just from in my mind, because I did that before, that I hadn't previous, but you should see what's the number of your of how many characters from the left you want to move it, shift it to the right, and then we divide it by 2. So this is how we find. Let me. I will show you. I'll show what that means actually in a second. We set X, and then here we set colors of frame, background, and text. Okay, and here we have PDF set draw color, and here we have, this is like CSS color 221 221 221 1, and then here we have PDF, and this is the set fill color. That's the background of the cell, color of the cell's background. So we have set fill color, and this is 10 158 01, and then here we have set text color, which is what should be white, 255 255 255 1, and we here set the thickness of the frame, and let's put here thickness of frame. 1 means 1 millimeters. So we have here PDF set line width 1. Okay, we've got that. Now let's say we got that, and so here it's the content. Now we create the cell, and we have PDF, all right, cell, and we have the width. That's the width of the content of the title, W, and then we have 9. That's the height, and then we have title, and then we have border 1, and then the next line is going to be a line below, so we put 1 here, we center it, and we want it to be colorful, so we make true. We want all these colors to be filled, this cell to be filled with these colors. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, now I'll save it, go back and refresh. So we have it here. Right, we've got the text color white. This is it has a background green and has the border around it. So here's the field. This is the background, text color, and that border color frame. All right, now we should create our table. So actually I was talking about this one. Let me change this. Let's say we want to make it 100. That's how that's the number of spaces from the left actually. So if I refresh it now, it's gonna go to the left. Alright, so you should find your position according to what content you're gonna have on your page title. I'm gonna put it back to 100 and refresh, and it's gonna go back to the center. Okay, now the next step here, we want to create the table which has all our data. We forgot to add a line break here. I want to add a line break, so PDF, and let's say LN 10. So it's gonna go 10 lines below this page title. Line break. Okay, next, let's create another set color. Let's set another color for our table, which is gonna be just black, because we want to have all the content to be black. So black color is gonna be 0, 0, 0, 1. Now here we get the width of our whole, like we did for here. So we should do this kind for before each object we have, or each element we have on the page. So we have W here, and we got PDF get string width, and we get the string of the job for now, because the job is the longest one, plus 6. I will show you in a second what I mean by that. And then below we have PDF, we find the position X PDF, and we set X, and here we have 170 minus W divided by 2. Okay, and then we have the first row, so we have PDF cell, and we get 40 from top, 40 from width, and we've got 10 the height. And then here we have name as the kind of like row name, and then we have the border 1, 0. We want the next one to be in the same line, and we align it to the center. And we have another cell like that, except here we have the name, and the next one is gonna be a new line, and here is gonna be a W like this. So let's save it and let's see what we've got here. I'm gonna refresh the page, and we get an error on the line 30. So what's error? And define variable PF. Okay, so I'm misspelling. It needs to be PDF. Okay, so we've got name Victor. Alright, and the table is centered. The table is centered because I used 40 from here, which is the width, actually position here is 1 cent. So if I remove this stuff from here, just comment it out and just have the cells, and the text color is text color anyways, and here I leave 40, for example. If I refresh now, it's still gonna stay there. And if I put here, let's say 20 on the first one, it's still staying. I don't understand what's going on here. It shouldn't actually stay. Wait, so this is width and then height. Width, let's make it 10, and then get rid of this one for a little bit. and refresh it. It's actually not saving it, so I'm not saving the file. Gosh. Okay, so guys, I was pressing Ctrl S, but it wouldn't save the file. That's why the changes wouldn't. So let's go back. Okay, so let me just comment this out, and we see the table is on the left. I removed this stuff from here. Okay, let's see this W, make it 42. Just okay, so the table doesn't move to the right anymore. But if I want to center it, I should find this number from the left, set X from the left, and I save it and refresh, and it's gonna center it. It moves it. I did the same thing I did for this one. Okay, so we have the first line. Let's do this we have 2 more lines. So here, let's do that. I'm gonna copy, and this one is gonna be for the 170 date of birth. So we have DOB here. This is 4010, W10, 1C stays the same, and then here we have the job. Alright, I save it, go back and refresh, and we've got this table. Right now, look, the longest one is this software developer. That's the longest content line. So here, if I wouldn't do this, like for example, if I will just comment this out, and wherever there is a W, let's put just 40. I can't even use this line anymore. So if I put just the cells, you know, without that position stuff, you see that this software developer, it's not integrating into the table. So that's why I had to count the longest one, because I knew in my mind this is kind of like hard-coded a little bit, but you can just see which character is the longest one and just make this table width, each column's table width to be longer than what you've got, you know, your content. So this is what I did specifically for that job line for this one. So I get the jobs width, I get string width because it's the longest one, a +6 just to add some padding, and then using set X I align each row from the table to the center. So refresh now. The software everything stays into the table. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in comments. If you like the video, please thumbs up on this video, subscribe for my channel, and I will see you guys in the next tutorial.